Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint, the only West Ham United Post-Match Football show on the internet. You'll see today we're in a different location. We've gone over to the Hammers Chat boat. You can go on the Hammers Chat forum and get tickets for this boat for every home game. So make sure you do that before we do that. And they've been very kind to let us use this boat because we're going out on a piss afterwards. Quite frankly.
I feel like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
I love it.
We should have got our pirates hats and things, you know what I mean? But
I smell ice.
listen, we've just come back from the London Stadium. It was West Ham United 2, Watford 4. There's not a lot you can say.
I can't
about
believe
that.
you're actually saying that, the scoreline. No, actually I can believe it. Because Watford were a lot better than us today. After the first 40 minutes, we were good first 40 minutes.
Yeah.
After that, mate.
We still looked we were ropey at the back all
I'll be
day.
honest with you, that was an embarrassment today.
Sunday league.
On the pitch and off the pitch.
Let's talk about that a bit later.
But
Obviously.
you'll go into that.
Go through the starting lineup, please, Scotty.
As everyone sees from my preview, I was full of optimism today, positive, thinking, yeah, this is going to be it. Adrian in goal, Byron right back, Collins in for with Reedy. I would have gone off on it personally. And Masuaku left back, Kyoto and Noble in midfield, and then Payet, Lanzini, Antonio and Zaza. What an attacking form. And yeah.
So what happened?
Worked for 40 minutes.
No, it worked for 20 minutes. And the thing is, this started really well. Yeah, we were on the front foot, pressured them, creating lots. Go 1-0 up. It's well worked goal, great cross from Dimmy. It's what we've missed.
The thing is, there was a buzz about the place anyway because Dimmy's in the team. And listen, I love Payet. I love him, and it was great to see him back. But I think a lot of our fans are just so like that on him all the time. Because Antonio, for me, he worked hard. He worked hard for that first goal.
The thing you've got to look at with Dimmy, he comes back, 2 assists straight away. First game back, 2 assists. What we haven't had for the previous game.
Let's go to the game. Look, it started first 5 minutes, mate. First from the very get-go, from the kick-off, it was positive. It looked good. It looked decent. We nearly scored in the first couple of minutes, a couple of times, but. Even with that, and even with it being 0-0, and even with us on the front foot, a couple of times, mate, early on they carved us, and you could see the problems from early on, and it just got a bit tided over because we were such an attacking foot, because they looked a bit shaky. They might have had a bit of nerves coming to the stadium.
Well, we said that, didn't we? Because we sit next to each other, and we said even being 1-0 up, they could have been 2-1 up. They had chances themselves.
That's what I mean, mate. We scored that. We scored the opening goal, right? Again, Antonio, another good header. Dimmy corner. All the corners he took last season weren't that great.
I know. It makes me look like a mug.
He's first corner of the game for him. He sets up Antonio. And we're thinking, great. We're going to push on from here. They're low in confidence. They ain't won a game all season. The strikers ain't scored. We're going to go on and win this. They run straight down the other end after kick-off, put a ball across the 6-yard box, it's begging someone to tap it in, and we're at 6s and 7s, can't defend it. And they've done that 2 or 3 times.
The thing is, teams are going to come to our ground and they're going to be...
Speak up, Gray, we're in a lab pub, mate.
No, teams...
We're on a boat, Graham, speak up.
In there.
Hello. No, teams are going to come to the ground and they're going to be up for it as much as...
Of course, it's like a cup final for every team.
No, I think that's a bit disrespectful to say it's like a cup final. It's a big stadium, mate, but this is no better than fucking Arsenal's ground, Old Trafford. It's not like a cup
No, I know that, but teams like
games,
Watford, but they've played at the Emirates and that for a few years. This is the first time here, so for them it's all
This
new.
ain't that fucking impressive. This ain't that fucking impressive.
Look at like last year when we went to the Emirates and Anfield, we was up for it. It's just big grounds, isn't it? So teams are going to be the same coming to our ground.
No, obviously they're up for it, but I think it's giving other teams a bit of disrespect. We're not the fucking club we think we are.
No, it's neutral for us and them.
Yeah.
This is still neutral for us because it ain't our own yet.
Yeah, we're still learning. The players are still getting used to it, but it doesn't defend that performance defensively. We for 20 minutes, for half hour, we were the better side.
Do you want me to be totally honest? We haven't improved on the squad. The squad's weaker than it was last year. And I'm not saying in personnel, I'm saying the experience we've got in the Premier League. Alex Song has played in his Premier League. Moses has played in the Premier League. I would have preferred Uncle on there than Gorkan Toure coming on today. And that's the God's honest truth.
Oh, you can't dig out Toure,
I'm
mate.
not,
Come
I'm
on
not,
for 10
I'm not,
minutes.
I'm not digging him out. All I'm saying is, from what he's been, what's been there so far this season, I'm not digging him out. I'm not digging him out. He was on for 5 minutes. No, hold on a minute. I'd rather have Uncle have been coming on.
Yeah, but the thing is, with you, like with Uncle last year, he was just as useless. He wouldn't have done nothing out of the day. I'd rather have had Enna Valencia there than Uncle. Let's be honest. We've let Valencia go to Everton.
To be fair,
you know?
that sums up the performance. You know?
In fact, Sacco should have fucking been there, but he's not.
Right. Why ain't he there? Let's talk about Sacco. Why ain't he there?
His return date's November.
November? That's bollocks, he's training.
Well, that's what I'm saying to you, that's what return date's November.
Just in time to go to the African nations and just in time to be sold in January.
Well, we'll see. But, you know, as I said, we couldn't defend today. So it all boils down to, we look unfit. You know, like, granted, it was only Lanzini's first start, Payet's first start, Zaza's first game in the Premiership. We can't expect too much from Zaza being his first game. I know I said I fancied him to score today, but Italian league is different structure to the Premiership.
I thought he started well, Zaza. He looked lively, but after about half hour, 40 minutes, he looked, the
pace and the physicality was sort of.
But not only that, we're feeding the ball into his feet and into his body. He's holding it up. There's no one within 10 yards of him to give the ball to. We don't feed off the striker. We're still defending with 11 men and we can't fucking defend.
I mean, obviously, let's talk about second goal because we went 2-0 up. Another Dimmy was unbelievable.
I'll be honest with you, mate. When that second goal went, like they had a few chances. They had a good few chances. Yeah. When that second goal went in, the way he created that goal
but you've got
ridiculous.
to go back to the Masuaku cross for Demi. That was a great ball from left wing back over to Demi. Great touch.
Yeah. I mean, Payet. That was unbelievable from Payet.
Yeah.
I mean, if Messi would have done that,
they'd
all be talking about that across the world. I mean, that was a great ball, and Antonio there again. That's what he does best.
Yep.
That's what Antonio does best.
You know, but that's the confidence of having them.
Are we playing the game? Yeah, set for crosses because we only score from headers. Every goal this season has come from an header.
Yeah, but we set the game to play from crosses.
See what I see today, right? No, what I see today is I see Zaza making all these runs into the channels at the start. Yeah, he got a bit fucked after a while. I see him making all these runs, all these like little bendy runs around the defenders, waiting for someone to just thread it through that eye.
Do you know what?
You know who used to do that? Alex Song.
Yeah.
Alex Song used to do that, and they got rid of Alex Song and they brought in fucking Nordvik.
Yeah, but he won't play today, so we can't.
I'm not having a go. No, I'm just saying the replacement is not as fucking good, is it?
But you look at the setup, right? You had the back four, you had the two holding midfielders. Quixote is wasted as a holding midfielder. Lanzini's meant to be playing behind the striker. Yeah, the guys on the halfway line when Zaza's halfway up in their half. You know, you can't keep playing deep. We're the only side that counter attack and don't use any pace.
Getting on pitch.
I think obviously as well. I mean, I love Ginger Pele to bits, but today he was poor.
Do you know what? Him and Adrian were fought for.
Adrian for me he's been a long time. People won't look. Everyone loves him because he's a crowd favourite, but you got to look at it. He's not as good as people think, and it proved it today.
Shot stuck by Burton crosses.
Yeah, but you can.
He's not going to send us.
Yeah, but you look at the goals that we conceded. Right? The first goal we conceded, Garley went out to the left. Rick Byron, a new one.
But,
Shoots,
I mean, come
goes
on, you
under
can't.
Adrian. I ain't seen the replay of it, so I don't know whether. But goes under Adrian. Adrian should have done a lot better.
I mean, Adrian today for me, yeah, he's at fault at 3 of the goals, at least. 2 went through his body. And between him and Ginger, I think Ginger got skinned today.
The thing is with the second one, like the second goal, Adrian should be coming out and punching that or catching it. Like Ginge, they both they got muddled up. And for me, Ginge was a poor header as well. Ginge should put his head through that proper and get it out. But Adrian, he needs to come and collect them.
Listen, again, we haven't seen the replay, but to me, it looked like Adrian called it, and he was slow coming off his line, and Ginger's panicked and ended it up in the air.
He didn't even end it.
Even from there, though, you cannot fault that finish. That was.
That was a great finish. That was a great finish.
It shouldn't have happened. You know, them, as I said, them two haven't scored. A guy who's got 2 goals.
As soon as that goal went in, I knew we'd lose that game.
Scott, you've been supporting West Ham for how many years? You know that a striker could not score for 150 years. You play West Ham, you're going to get an hat-trick. Whoever don't score for years, play West Ham, you're back on track.
That's what I said in the preview. We've got to watch out for that because that's what happens.
Or it's a main one.
I said Garner and Deeney both haven't scored all season.
Trying to be positive.
There ain't a lot of positives in there today, apart from the first 40 minutes, mate.
And a lovely hot dog.
The capitulation of the team is the most worrying thing at home against Watford.
We've got Lanzini back, we've got Pint back, right? We've got Antonio as the attacking free, yeah? We don't move the ball quick enough. Everyone wants to take an extra touch on the ball. When we do get on the ball and have a free pass, we don't look at the 3-5 yard pass and we go fucking backwards.
I was saying about you, Winkle's getting knocked about a bit today as well, wasn't he?
They've got some fucking lumps,
listen,
man.
They look like a rugby side in that kit, the Watford players. And all they done, Byron got bullied. Kyoto Noble got bullied. Reid and Collins got bullied. Deeney bullied them all over the park. You know, and the other big fella, who I don't know what he was, who looked like, you know,
I don't know
What he was.
I don't know who he was, but Antonio runs into him, and Antonio's a lump himself. He just bounced straight off. They just bullied us all over the park. We just didn't set it up. There weren't no one in there.
To be honest with you, mate, after that 40 minutes, there was nothing about us. We looked poor. We were second to everything. We were a mile apart from what we should be at this point of the season. 4 games in and European games under our belt.
I mean, I sat there.
Once again, we've done some of our transfer business too late. We should have got that done early, getting in pre-season. This striker thing was a joke. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't.
There's obviously defenders we need.
The thing is,
you get rid of Tompkins, one of the most solid defenders who we've had at the club.
it's disappointing
for
because
years.
when you look at the run of games we've got now for the next 6 games, they're all winnable. And like we've just been torn apart by Watford at home. I mean, we go to West Brom next week. We don't win that. I think I can see us struggling. Yeah, I think Bilic needs to. Go on, Scott.
Sorry, mate.
Go on, mate. You speak.
Go on.
I'll let you speak. Go on. Go on. Go on. Say it.
Well, someone say something. For fuck's sake.
The thing for me is, it's not the fact we lost. It's the fact we went 2-0 up and lost.
Yeah, 2-0 up at home. So if that had been Man City 1-4-2, you'd hold your hands up and say, all right. But no disrespect to Watford, it's Watford, and they're struggling, and they've made us look shit. And I really think that if we don't, but West Brom is a must-win next week for me. You can't say, oh yeah, if we lose that, we've got Middlesbrough, Southampton at home. Oh, if we lose that, bollocks. We need to start picking up points now because we're out of Europe. We've got no excuses. That's a shambles of shit anyway. But we need to start picking it up because if not, we will struggle this season. We will struggle. And the way our fans are at the moment, this club is just turning into an absolute joke, and they will get on them players from start to finish, just like what we used to do in Abraham Grant years.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. I mean, today was one of the worst I've seen. I've seen some as well this season, but the pockets of violence in the ground has got to be addressed.
They're an embarrassment. The fans are an embarrassment. That, like, for them to see West Ham fans fighting amongst each other. Where I was sitting, Scott, where I was sitting, mate, they're embarrassing. They're like,
but
you know, you don't fight your own. You don't fight your own. And all I'm seeing is West Ham fans all over the ground, just fighting each other. And it's not right. But do you know what? It's the board. For me, the board. They're making it worse. I'll tell you why. Because this week, everyone was buzzing. Payet back, Lanzini back, Zaza. And what do we get on the eve of the game? A letter through the fucking door saying, you can't sit, you got to stand up. Sorry, you can't stand. You know, you're getting that through your door just on the eve of it. And it's straight away everyone's thinking, I'm going to stand tomorrow now. I'm going to stand to prove a point.
Exactly. And that's the
They throw 54,000 people out.
No, but it's not the point, Grade. Like, why get a letter like that? Why send it out? It's not going to do nothing. It's going to make matters worse.
If you're going to send that letter out, that letter needs to go out before the international break.
That letter,
Scott,
that letter should not have been sent out.
No, I do agree with you. It shouldn't have been sent out.
It should have been on the website or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't send it to saying, oh, CCTV are watching you and they're going to chuck you out if you stand up. Because as soon as you tell someone not to do something, what do? You tell a little kid, don't touch that fire, what do?
Yeah, go and touch it.
They touch it. They touch it. And that is what West Ham fans will do. Because they're trying to prove a point. We stand where we want and all that. And look, it don't affect me because I sit up the top. So it don't affect me. But I feel sorry for them people sitting down there.
I watched one geezer today, right? One geezer. There was a lot of standing in the bit in front of us. I watched one fella, and he was a lump and all, standing on his own in front of two people that were struggling to look round him, you know. They don't want to get chucked out, yeah? This geezer, that's up to him, you know what I mean? Now, look, I'm not saying you shouldn't stand up at football. If you're in an area where people are standing, right, let's put this a bit to bed, you know what I mean, this issue, because it keeps on going on and on. If you're standing, yeah, in front of two people at the front, like, if you want to stand up, pick your ticket to the back.
And the thing is as well, he's sitting second row, who it was. I know you're talking about, and like, he can sit down and still see.
Yeah.
But he was trying to prove a point. And that's because he probably went home yesterday after an hard day's graft, see that letter that was dumped on his doorstep saying, you can't stand. He was like, fucking right, I can stand. And that's what it's like, mate.
Oh, mate.
See you, mate.
But look, you know, at the end of the day, that is it. If you want to stand, then stand. As I said, that letter is absolutely pointless unless you're going to make every away fan sit down. How can you sit and say to every West Ham fan, you can't stand up? What do they want? We'll go and get popcorn, sit there, eat our popcorn and don't make a noise and watch it like we were sitting in the cinema.
Well, you get me some.
But no, that's what I'm saying. That's what they want. That's what they want us to do. Sit there, you have no atmosphere, you just have away fans standing up. All them away fans
The thing is, right, no,
tickets.
listen, I'm going to say something a bit controversial here, right? No, they don't want us in there. They don't want people like me, you, who sit there, drink the beer, go to the game, and then come out and get back in the pub after the game. You know what they want? They want the Chinese person that comes over, buys a ticket at the ticket office for 150 quid, walks in a club shop, spends 350 quid, walks in the ground, sticks around in their bar after the game, then comes out. That is their perfect customer, yeah? They don't want people like us in there anymore. Football's changing, like people will cotton into this. It's changed at Arsenal, it's changed at Man City, it's going to change everywhere. All these places that get these new grounds, they don't want us in there anymore.
But the thing
they don't
is,
want
mate,
the fighters that are fucking crawling over the tarpaulin at the top to get the away fans. They'll be out, and this is their perfect chance. This is their perfect chance now to get us out.
Yeah, but I agree,
Yeah?
them fans should be chucked out.
No, of course they should be chucked out, but I'm just saying, they don't want us there. Yeah? We're not their ideal customers anymore.
Oh no, yeah, I know what you're saying.
And now they've got this fucking big stadium here, and they've got this fucking big, all this fucking nonsense going on with all the fucking lovely corporate boxes and all this and all that, right? The first chance they get to chuck someone out for standing up, you're talking about life bans for standing up. Life ban. Ban someone for a game and then bring them back after, yeah? Because that, if they don't see it after that, then yeah, they should be chucked out. But life bans for standing up, so they could get their money, yeah, after 2-3 games, shut the cunts out, and then get some other fucker in there that's never been to West Ham in their life.
And
that's what they want to do.
No, but that's the thing now. They know if they throw someone out, they've got 10 people waiting for the ticket, right?
And they've already got the geezer's £1,000 or £500 or whatever he's paid.
You know, for me now, the chairman of each Premiership club have got to push for safe standing.
Scott, it won't happen.
Then why not?
It won't happen, mate. It won't happen. And the thing is, like, as much as we hate it, it is Premier League rules, and you have to see it. Yeah. But what can you do? People want to stand, unless the club think, right, we get a standing section, but they won't. They won't do it.
The club can't. The club, it's got to be from the top down.
Yeah, but we were talking about, wasn't it? You know, like this letter out.
Yeah.
It's coming from the people, like, because we don't own the stadium. So it's coming from the people that own.
So they used to do it up to Park. Who owned that? Us.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they had it, like, sent a couple of letters out. It was all forgotten about, wasn't it?
Great. The thing you've got to remember is they don't own the stadium.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
38% of that stadium is owned by the people. The taxpayers built that. You know, it's not the London Development Agency stadium. It's our stadium. We all paid for it.
It's like someone the other week, right?
38% of that stadium is owned by Newham Council. And it ain't Newham Council sitting there saying you've got to sit down. It's the LDA saying to Newham Council, you've got to make people sit down, or we're not going to let West Ham vote at full capacity.
It's not coming from...
You want to get your mum on the fucking case, Scott, and sort it out.
Listen, I've done what I can do, but one man,
He's done what-
You know,
but that's
like you say, it's a crap letter to receive, but they have to be seen.
Yeah, but why do it on the eve when everyone's buzzing? This is the first time this week I've seen West Ham fans positive, thinking Payet's back, Lanzini's back,
They should
Zaza.
have sent it out before the season started.
But they don't need to send it out, Gray. We've been told.
No, if they were going to do it, it should have gone out before the
You're not
season
going to
started.
stop West Ham fans standing up, mate. You're not going to stop.
too right. You shouldn't.
Anyway,
because it's
4-2.
football. It's not a theatre.
Anyway, 4-2, shit fucking game. Can we do better next week?
We have to. We've got no choice, mate.
All right, calm down.
We have
So
to.
look, by the end of the day, bad day at the office. Yeah, very, very bad. Defensively,
Have we had a good day this season, though?
No.
No,
When
not
have you seen us play well?
Yeah, right, look, bad day, 2-0 up. Shouldn't be losing that game. But, as I said, Payet's back.
To be fair, that could have been 5 or 6 today.
It could have been
7,
But the
I'll
thing
count
is-
it.
Yeah,
We always have a performance like that every season.
Yeah, but this
Yeah,
is
but you
what we're
can't
trying to
keep saying-
eradicate now, Gray. That was the point of moving into the stadium and signing £30 million
But
strikers
you're
to
not-
stop this sort of shit
yeah, but
happening.
you're not going to eradicate that in the first season. This season over here, the first season here, is going to be the hardest season out of all of them.
I know.
Man, I've had
And I said that from the
Yeah,
fucking
no,
start.
yeah.
performances like that.
Scott.
30 odd years of it.
Our league position is not going to change because of this stadium. We are not going to be a top 4 or 5 club for a long time. As much as people want to, oh yeah, we can be. We're not.
The only
we're
way-
not. Do you know
the-
why
the
we're
only-
not? Do you know why we're not? Because we haven't got the owners to do it. If you want to be a top 4 club, you've got to have owners that are going to chuck millions. Our owners are doing well. Listen, I don't knock our owners.
Yeah.
I think what they've done, but like someone summed it up the other day, they're like Big Sam. They've taken us as far as they can, and now it's time for someone else to take us on.
Yeah, I
and
get
they
that.
need someone to take over this club.
But we're still a top 10 side. And no,
Yeah, but-
You're only as good as your league position,
Scott,
mate. And
No,
what are we
but
at
can I
the
be
minute?
honest with
What
you?
are we
Would
at
you
the
be
minute?
happy, right, for the next 10 years, being a top 10 team, no cup runs,
not
no
for the-
cup
not
wins?
For the next 10 years.
That's where we're going to be. We're never going to be a top 4 side. We won't be. Not with this. Not with these owners.
Yeah, but right, not with them owners. But the thing is, we are, and we have got to be from now on, top 10, pushing into the top 6. Right? That's the key.
Listen,
Yeah?
last
Baby
season,
steps.
That-
We ain't
that-
we can't go
last
before
season
we
for
walk.
me-
Hold on. Have we got to swap that?
No, I've
they
already stopped
started
it.
again.
So I've got 22 minutes. All right, we're just asking.
He just stops it. He's fine. Trying to stop it getting wet. It's alright, but it's not very wet. This is taking ages.
What I was saying, huh?
Just stop shouting. Go, "Book, book, book, book."
Carry on, lads. It's alright, carry on.
Yeah, so I agree with him. Top 10 side. These ain't the people. Look, at the end of the day,
These
right,
are
look, Crystal
people
Palace
who make
today,
us a
right?
top 10 side.
Crystal Palace today, right? They've just beaten someone. They're in as good a position now as we are.
Yeah.
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 The new striker that we dismissed from the get-go has just scored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our one, he looks okay. He needs a bit of settling in. Benteke's played 5 seasons in the Premier League. Zaza's just got here. Yeah. Have we got time to let him bed in? Have we got time? Look how many players. Let's go through them in the transfer window, right? Faguli, we ain't seen him yet. Right? Can't judge him. Torre, how much Premier League experience he got?
None.
0.
Yeah.
Arthur Masuaku, looks decent.
Yeah, looks
how much
alright.
Premier League experience?
3
We've not
games.
signed a Premier
No.
League experience. That's why someone like Flamini the other day.
Ayew is the only person we've signed. Nordtveit, I mean, God, he reminds me of Kovac.
No, he's better than that.
No, he's
You'll
not.
See, you'll see.
It's not
I'm
that,
better than
Scott.
Kovac.
It's not that. It's just the bedding in period that worries me. They've all got to get. They all.
I get-
They
no, I
ain't.
get- I
They
get
don't
what
all
you're
come
saying.
here and start off like
See,
they've
this is
been
the
in
thing.
play it.
15, 20 years ago, you could buy players and bed in. Now, people want
Instant.
instant
No, the
success.
problem
Don't-
is
don't-
that
don't get
the
bedding
problem
in
is with the
period.
Premier League is if you start off poor, that's how your season goes. That's how it goes. If you don't win for the first 6, 8 games, you're going to struggle. That's how
I mean,
Premier League football
would
is
you
now.
prefer if they brought back the old sort of transfer system where you could sign the player any time during the season?
No, not really.
That just gives the emphasis of people like Man
I think they
United
should
and Man
get away with a
City to just-
January transfer window. I think you do your business in the summer and that's it.
Yeah.
That's how you get along all season.
Do I think it should be The day the season finishes, the day the season starts this transfer window.
Who knows? Anyway,
I think that's what
we've got to start wrapping up there, boys. One thing I've got to mention before we go is we are nominating ourselves for an FBA, Football Bloggers Awards. Hold on a minute, I ain't finished yet. And we've put that. We'll put links in the description down below. How you can vote for us on that. There's stuff on the website. We'll put all the links in the description down below. You can vote for us as the best video blog. I've got to mention something before. I know.
What is it? What are you got to mention?
And I know we're on Emma's chat boat, and I hope this don't, Gio, I know you're there, mate. I hope this don't cause any offence. We had a tweet in a week from a guy who everyone might know. His name's Hugh, Claret and Hugh.
Who?
Claret and Hugh.
Who?
Exactly. But he put out these messages about these people. I mean, Emma's chat themselves are going for this best video blog, and rightly so as well. You know, I think everyone involved in this sort of industry should look to get an award. We don't get any monetary or reward like that. So I think when it comes to award times, which it does every year, we've worked hard for the year. Everyone's worked hard. You know, you've got people like Free Hammers, Hammer and Tool, you know, Hammer's Chat. Everyone's worked hard, right? I think the least you can do is put yourself forward for an award. Yeah. It's not anything to do with our egos or anything like that. As this Hugh as damn it. Do you know what, right? And I know he's here, and I know he wouldn't say anything, but I'm going to say it for him. By saying that, he's fucking off every. And I know what he's trying to do, right? I'll tell you exactly what he's trying to do. He's got a fucking bone to pick with knees up Mother Brown, yeah? And he's trying to mug them off by doing this, but by doing that, he's put everyone under this umbrella, right? And he's mugged us off, he's mugged them off, he's mugged everyone, tried to mug us off, yeah? And I fucking ripped into that cunt on Twitter.
The thing is, though, it's like what I said, like when he said about, what was the second tweet he sent out about?
No, the first one was
the ego.
Yeah, the first one was, don't put us forward to this FBA. We're not here for ourselves. We're here for all you. And my response was,
what's the name of his website?
Claret and Hugh.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Claret and Hugh, right? So he said that we're not here for everyone. And the first thing I said is, you make a fucking living from your website. And he changed it. He decided to look at that. He didn't respond, and he ain't responded to us, by the way, right? And then he changed it to, we're here for everyone. We're not here on a ego trip. Claret and Hugh.
Yeah. But we're not
only advertise fishing on his website for Mark Noble's thing where he makes money off.
Listen, he's
just
saying,
the
he's a fucking prick,
right,
mate.
Is that unless you put a tweet out, yeah, from the channel saying about the awards, no one knows about it.
No, exactly, yeah, exactly.
We're just saying, look, you know, if you want to vote for us, vote for us. Right, that's fair enough.
He done the same thing last year, but he got trounced by knees up Mother Brown. That's why.
Right, but at the end of the day, it ain't an ego trip.
It's like the geezer that goes up to a fucking bird at the end of the night, tries to get off of her. She rejects it. Goes, I didn't fancy you anyway.
Yeah.
That's what he is to me.
I totally agree. But at the end of the day,
don't happen to all of us.
That's it. And the thing is,
Don't sit on the fence anymore.
we work hard. You know, to be. Callum will work harder than others. Callum will work harder than others, but from my point of view, doing this channel, it's what you deserve because of the effort you put in.
Do you know what else I'm going to say as well? I'm going to say this. Yeah, we do work hard. We do work hard. Everyone who does this sort of thing works hard.
We are a team, but from my point of view, it's what you deserve.
I don't ask anyone for anything, but if they want to vote for us...
No, but the way I see it is this time last year was all starting out and now to think like, same as like Hammer's Chat and the others that are up there, to think of us going for an award, it might not mean the fuck all to Hugh and whatever they're fucking called, but for us that's a big
fuck
thing.
All to because he can't win it. That's why it don't mean nothing to him.
I'd have voted for him if he had won it.
But also though, it puts West Ham on the map. You know,
fuck West Ham, Scott. We won the fucking free night out.
Yeah, but it does. It puts West Ham on the map. You know, you look all across the media. Everything is put in Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool. You know, it's pumped, it's shoved in your face.
I want to say one more thing publicly as well. I've made this very clear, right, to Hugh and to Graham Howlett that they are free to share our stuff. Yeah, and they have recently. They shared our guide to the Olympic Stadium, Claret and Hugh. Don't put anything on your website ever again, ever, because if I see it on there, I'll get it taken down. And that's all I've got to say. That I don't want nothing to do with that cunt anymore. Nothing. You.
Who?
Hugh.
Who?
Yeah, don't never share any of our stuff, please. Right, it'd be appreciated. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us for this edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint. You can go and follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV, Twitter @West Ham Fan TV, Instagram, Snapchat, all that shit that we don't use. You can go and follow us on it anyway. Every now and then there might be a picture pop up. We'll be back next week for the West Brom game.
Yeah, who's going to West Brom away?
Oh, but I think that'd be me and you.
Oh, is it me and you?
Yeah, I
What
think
is it?
that'd be
What?
it. We'll be back again next week for the West Brom game. Look for our content during the week. Thank you again to Amish Chat for joining us, for letting us join them on this boat to film this edition of Post-Match Pint. It is very much appreciated. As I said at the beginning of the video, you can go on their forum, amishchat.com. amishchat.com. Go on their forum. You can buy tickets for this boat. This is, look, the stadium's there. I can see it. I can see it from there. That's how close it is. It's probably one of the closest bars you'll ever get. So go onto the forum, go and get the tickets for that boat. Come here, get smashed.
This is our
Because
Watch us get smashed on the
PMP.
pitch.
It's 10,000.
is it?
I think so. I'm sure it is. Yeah. Is it, Dan? Is this our first PMP of 10,000?
Oh, all right then. Thank you. We've just hit 10,000 subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing. Well, it's growing every day, and it keeps on growing. And honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you. We thank you, everyone that supports us, everyone that watches our stuff, whether you agree with us or don't agree with us. We appreciate every single person that's subscribed, every single person that comes over, takes the time to comment, even the trolls, you know. So,
boxing tonight. Come on, Triple G. Come on.
I don't know what we're talking about. Anyway, we'll leave it there. One thing left to say, boys.
Come on, you guys.